It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, if there's always one special game of the season, it's called Seniors Night, and that's what we have for you here tonight. We have our coach, Mike Latour, and tonight's game, of course, as you may have already heard, very big rematch from last year's most exciting state tournament game where Williamstown came in against Millville, led by 15, and Millville rallied to tie the game and then win it in overtime, 66-63. We're going to bring in Ariel Melendez and ask him, you recall the game last year. I mean, what was that exciting, or about as exciting a game as you can have?
Yeah, especially for Millville, having to come back from a couple different deficits in that game. We're down by 10 at the half, and it was 30-20. Went on quite the impressive run at the end of the game, 20-9, and even overtime was close. Millville just outscoring Williamstown 12-9, and Williamstown actually led in that overtime. So for Millville to be able to come back in that one and get a huge win in round one of the tournament, I definitely remember that game.
Of course, Barriento had the big night. He tied the game to force it in overtime, and Kalen Foster had a big turnover that he actually created and led to a fast break basket that pretty much sealed the deal for Millville last year. We're bringing Coach Mike Latour, and real quick remembrances of last year's game, and then we'll talk about some seniors. So what do you remember from last year?
Never forget Jabbar's 18th birthday, that's for sure. That was a great night for him and for our whole team and program. Just real exciting. I'll still watch that every once in a while. I need a little pick-me-up and just turn that one on and watch the last couple minutes. Is real exciting.
Yeah, and you talk about how impressive of a game that was. You guys had to come back more than once in that game. 10 points at half, and then that really impressive run at the end of the fourth quarter. Just how big of a game was that for you guys, just being able to come back from those deficits?
To show the team, that's our identity, and that you're never down, it's never over. I think we were down 4 with 2 or 3 seconds left. We got an offensive rebound, made a foul shot, so never give up until the game's over, until it's all zeros on the clock.
Now, of course, Seniors Night is a big night for the seniors themselves. We're going to go down the seniors that pretty much play the game. I'd like to mention all of them, but the ones that have really contributed. We're starting off with Jaden Merrill, of course. He's been the big man in the middle all the time.
Yeah, Jaden's just a great kid. I actually have him now in class as a teacher, too, so we get to spend a lot of time together for good and bad, but great personality, real fun-loving kid, and just loves to play the game, and hopefully he's now getting some looks for college, and hopefully he can take the next step here.
Of course, Jabbar Barriento.
Jabbar's another guy, 4-year player in our program, so spent a lot of time with him over the years, and just shows you he's capable of having 30-point night, making crazy shots and threes, but also one of our team leaders, real vocal guy in the locker room.
Yeah, there's a lot of names on this list that have kind of really made an impact. I think most recently, Raekwon Ford has really been, done a lot of good things for you lately. Just what has he meant to the program?
Yeah, Ray's our, he's our heart and soul right now. He's playing probably the best basketball he's played in 4 years. Just all out as much as he can give us. He's trying to give us every night, whether it's vocally or on the court with his play.
And kind of going down the list as well, Dante Smith, what has he kind of done for the program as well?
Ray just kind of never stops talking, and Dante really got to pull it out of him. So he's kind of the quiet assassin of our group. But, another guy hard on his sleeve all the time, plays with a lot of emotion, plays really tough every night.
And, of course, Kevin Rivera, one of your main people off the bench. What has he meant to the program?
That's what they call a glue guy. He does a little bit of everything. Maybe not so much that gets you in the stat sheets or in the newspaper, but for a coach, he does, guards the other team's best player. He dives for loose balls. He takes charges, gets some gritty rebounds. Just the things that a team has to have to be successful.
You're going to correct me here. Pick his first name. How do you say it?
Zaire.
He's, of course, made some impacts towards the late part of the season. We didn't get to call him too much, but he's come in and helps you out quite a bit.
Yeah, Zai was here as a freshman and sophomore, and now he's made his return back as a senior, so we're glad to have him. He gives us a whole new dynamic to the game because Zai can play kind of every position out on the court. He can be the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, or even the 5.
And Terrence Todd, a little bit about him?
Yeah, TC's only his second year in the program, but, really a guy that's impressed us, and he's a gym rat. He loves to play and shoot, and unfortunately, we just have so many seniors this year. TC probably, has lost some minutes out just of so much depth.
Anybody else you want to mention seniors-wise?
Our last two are Ronald Sutton and Nate Adams. Those guys don't get a ton of playing time, but they do make a big impact at practice, and hopefully we can get them some time tonight or Monday night.
So as far as tonight's game is concerned, what are you expecting?
a tough game. Williamstown's playing really, really well right now. Coach Sheridan has those guys playing with a lot of confidence. So we've got to come out and match that intensity. I think senior night we'll be playing with a lot of emotion, so we want to make a good memory like we did in the playoffs last year.
Well, of course, seniors night, we have some ceremonial things going on. Then the game will honor the cheerleaders at halftime, the seniors. So stay with us. A lot of basketball action coming up here on Quinn Broadcasting and BFA.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, high school athletics always very emotional, very interesting, and we have a few clips about the last few minutes of last year's game, because it really was probably Millville's best game of the season last year when Williamstown came to the Thunderdome in the state tournament, Group 4, and Millville pulled out a dramatic overtime victory in a game that they trailed by 15 points. We're going to run the video now, and you'll see major highlights of the game. A few of the key moves. You watch Millville just hustle throughout the game. That's a player who's no longer that. Caleb Bowman, number 2 right there. He gets the rebound, and he was a big part of that comeback as well, as you can see. Early on, he was very impactful. Williamstown, of course, kept coming. And look at this battle here as Merrill finally wins it, but then the steal happens, and Williamstown kicks it out for a great 3-point shot.
Yeah, and you can see just how determined Millville was in both the defensive rebounding and offensive rebound as well.
Yeah, both teams really battled. I see a clutch 3-pointer right there. Then we move ahead to the third quarter, late portions. There's that 15-point advantage that we often talk about. And Millville just pecked away at it. That's a great running layup. The shot was missed, but Barriento is right there to put the ball back. Williamstown would not go away, as you can see. They kept coming.
Yeah, Williamstown really tried to put this game away, and it looked like they were going to at one point, but as we'll kind of see the rest of the way, what an impressive comeback, and especially in this fourth quarter as the run that Millville ended up going on later on to tie the game.
And you're going to see the time element and, of course, the score. It's still a 13-point lead there for Williamstown. So that fourth quarter really was probably Millville's best fourth quarter of the season, maybe best overall quarter. They just kept chipping away. There's a good offensive rebound by Bowman once again, and the free throw, 3-point play. But again, Williamstown just kept coming back. Although that was a great defensive play right there. Smith goes coast to coast with the layup.
Yeah, and we'll kind of start to see it in these last couple of minutes. We see this score get closer and closer as we get towards the end of the fourth quarter. You'll kind of be able to add it up at this point. Millville went on a 20-9 run at the end of this game to tie it up, and we're getting really close to what was quite the impressive shot, though that one was as well.
That one was a great hustle play by Barriento. He took over that fourth quarter, no doubt about it. Millville again within. Here's the tying shot, though. And the place went nuts, of course, including your announcer. That tied the game. And then, of course, the Williamstown squad calling a timeout. Now we're in overtime. You see Williamstown scoring the first couple points here, but Millville kept coming. Jaden Merrill with a key rebound and put back.
Yeah, it was a close OT, the whole time.
Guess who?
Of course.
Barrienta with the clutch tray. Again, Williamstown, I believe, takes the lead on these 2 free throws. So you see that 63 seconds left in the game, and Williamstown got the lead back at 2. But Barrienta, not to be denied, draws the foul.
See, Millville holding to a close.
Watch
1
Foster.
point, yeah.
Foster really sealed the game right here with a key steal and layup with 8 seconds to go. I'm surprised that I guess they didn't call a foul. Now, Williams had one last shot, and here it comes. It's going to be a little bit short, and Millville came away with a clutch 66-63 victory. The fans on the court celebrating probably their biggest win of last year.
Yeah, and you really saw throughout some of that film, just like I said, the determination for Millville. Williamstown really tried to put this game away time and time again, getting leads as large as 15 as we saw during the highlights. But Millville wasn't to be denied and just kept finding a way to come back, either with their defense or with their offense. Especially, we said Barriento had a couple of really big threes in that game that really sealed the deal for Millville. It was just a lot of different factors that led to quite an exciting win.
Yeah, he took over the fourth quarter, had the big shot at the overtime as well, and Foster with the clutch steal that made it a 3-point game, and that's how it all ended up. And I think that was appropriate to show tonight, not only because it is the rematch tonight, but it's also seniors night with a lot of those players, and we do need to give credit to Caleb Bowman. He played a great game. He has graduated, of course, but a big factor, as you saw there, number 2, making a lot of things happen for Millville. So Millville versus Williamstown, we have that game coming for you. Seniors night here, and we're going to take a break here and we're going to keep going here. Okay. Sorry. No, we're good? Okay. Again, the 2 squads, I have a feeling that last year has not been forgotten by many of these players, so we'll see how indeed they react as we get through the game. We are about 5 minutes away from the special introductions of the seniors and the cheerleaders, of course. So stick with us here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, Channel 22, and on BFA YouTube Live. Glad to have you with us.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Just about set to introduce the seniors. They're going to get special introductions tonight, as this is their final regular season game at home. I'm not sure that to be honest with you, but
I think they do have one or two more to go, but this is the final one that we will be broadcasting during the regular season. As they get ready for playoffs, we've got quite a lot of seniors that are going to be introduced here. We've got 2 managers that they're going to start with, as well as 9 different seniors from the basketball team. And if Coach Latour mentioned to us when he kind of gave us the script for tonight that he was actually going to be introducing the seniors. So we'll kind of see that in just a little bit. They're lining up here kind of at midcourt. Each player and manager is going to be escorted by members of their family, friends, just kind of anybody that's been involved in their life. And we'll kind of hear some things as well about what their next plans are.
of course they're going to get a red carpet treatment without the red carpet. That's the long walk-in. I love the balloon setup in that far corner there, as the orange and blue balloons will be where they will walk in from. And throughout the game, I may probably get some shots, as Ariel pointed out, some shots of the fat heads that are going to be in the audience.
Yeah, I did notice. I didn't quite catch what player it was, but...
Here are the introductions.
Our first senior honoree this evening is manager Maya Armstead. This is Maya's first year as a member of the basketball program. Is a reserve team as Maya ever. Maya's future plans include to enlist in the Air Force and become a medical assistant. Our next senior honoree is manager Gianna Durham. This is Gianna's second year as a member of the basketball program. She's escorted by her mom Nicole and her father Irvin Durham. Gianna's future plans include to attend Rome University, major in nursing, and become a labor or delivery nurse. Our next senior honoree is number 0, Kevin. Our next senior honoree is number 1, Jahar. Our next senior honoree is number 2, Zaire. He escorted by his mother, his stepmom, Shay Wallace, and his aunt Lily Tall, and cousins Zaire and Zaire Tall. His future plans include attending college and majoring in sports management. Our next senior honoree is number 3, Dante. Our next senior honoree is number 5, Great Our next senior honoree is number 10, Nick. This is Nate's second year as a member of the basketball program. He has escorted by his mother, Carla Brown, and his father, Nathan Adams. His future plans include attending college and engineering.
Oh, cute.
Our next senior honoree is number 12, Terrence. It's number 33,
There you see all the people involved behind the scenes as well as the players themselves, the seniors being introduced, and a great job, as he's done throughout the season. PA announcer there, Jason Kessler, the vice principal here. So throughout the season, you've heard all the introductions that he has made, and he has made the Thunderbolts very exciting just from the get-go. Parents, of course, enjoying their days in the sun right there with their players, and of course all family members and friends that walk them out as you will. Williamstown, of course, very nice of them to allow this to happen as well. Sometimes you get all revved up and you want to play, but they are going to take another 5 minutes to warm up here, so that'll be happening shortly. Again, all the seniors being honored tonight, red carpet treatment, and Jason Kessler again doing a great job with the intros.
Yeah, he definitely made that as exciting as he does. Normally when he's introducing the starters, we got that same pep that we did with every single player that he usually introduces. So a really nice ceremony, a little introduction there for the players and the managers as well. I thought that was really nice that they kind of honored the managers as well, gave them a little bit of spotlight. You know, two women that you don't usually see, but them getting to have their moment was pretty nice as well.
All right, we are just about 4.5 minutes away from the start of the game. Just going to take a quick timeout and be right back here at the Thunderdome. So stay right with us here on Quinn Broadcasting and, of course, BFA, Channel 22, and all the YouTube and Facebook Lives that we have.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Seniors night wouldn't be special if we didn't include the senior cheerleaders. The football and basketball seasons, these young ladies are very instrumental in getting all the fans all whooped up into the game and everything. So we're going to bring on Coach Brannon. And Coach, if you would, introduce each one of the seniors individually. Talk a little bit about them.
Sure. Tonight we have 5 varsity seniors here that we are celebrating. Starting on this side, we have Denai. She's been a cheerleader. This is her first year, both football and basketball season. Next, we have Alicia Gomez. She is also a cheerleader for football and basketball. She's been with us for 4 years. We have Rachel to my left. This is also her first year basketball and football season as well. Next to her is Aslyn. She's been with us for 4 years. And lastly, but not least, we have Janessa. She's been with us for 3 years for both seasons as well. So they know a lot about cheer.
Now, of course, cheerleaders, tough, hard work. I know it's a hard work.
The sweat, a lot of hard work. You know, they're here long hours. Basketball season, there can be 3 games a week. This week we have 4. So it's a pretty packed season, but they put all the dedication into it.
And of course, cheering for this basketball team this year has been quite exciting.
It has been. Our varsity boys have gone so far. I believe they're making it to playoffs, so we're here for the ride. We're ready for it.
Coach Brandon, thank you for your time. Ladies, thank you for all the spirit. Congratulations on a great career here. We'll be back with more basketball right after this, so stay with us.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Welcome back to the Thunderdome. It's been the Thunderdome since the early 90s, and it will always remain the Thunderdome, a newer edition of the Thunderdome. But nonetheless, this is where the orange and blue come to play, and they've come to play very hard throughout the season. They're looking to break a very rare 2-game losing streak tonight, and what better way to do it than against an opponent last year where they really had a tremendous battle that needed one extra quarter of play to decide. So Millville very much enthused about getting back on the winning track.
Yeah, and as you said, it is very rare for this team to lose 2 games in a row. I don't know if they've lost 2 games in a row all season before this, coming off a 5-game winning streak, and it was really kind of an unusual game. In our last one, that was the 50-36 loss at Atlantic Tech. Raekwon Ford has really stepped up in recent games, led the way with 17 points. But if you looked at the scores list after that, their next highest scorer was Jaden Merrill with 5 points. There was a couple players hitting 5 points. Of course, Merrill did his work on the board. I think he still had 10 rebounds in that game. Just a very unusual one for them where they weren't really able to get anything going in that one.
Yeah, and they, of course, have throughout the season gotten things going very early. So when they get on the fast break, the fast break is very effective. Merrill plays a very strong game in the middle. The outside shooting, and again, you're right, Raekwon Ford has certainly stepped up in the last couple games to really make an impact. Our starting lineups will come right after the national anthem.
The visitors, number 5, Number 4, Chris Mazzarino. Number 10, Jordan Heskey.
So there you have the starting lineups for the visiting Braves of Williamstown. It'll be number 5, Josiah Carey. Number 15, Owen Denton. Number 10, Landon Eaton. Number 4, Christian Massamudo. And number 20, Jordan Vespi. For Millville, it'll be Kevin Rivera. All senior lineup. Rivera usually coming off the bench. The rest of these gentlemen have started pretty much. Barriento, number 1. Number 5 is Raekwon Ford. Dante Smith, number 3. And the big guy in the middle, Jaden Merrill. And I will tell you that 3 of those starters for Williamstown were in last year's game. Denton, Eaton, and Massamudo. And Massamudo almost went right to the basket from the opening tip. There's a shot put up, and connecting is Landon Eaton. He had a big game last year.
Yeah, looking at last year's game, Landon Eaton led the way for Williamstown with 21 points in that game.
So Williamstown comes right out and puts the first basket on the scoreboard. Millville will look to respond here. Dante Smith hands off to Ford. Top of the key, moving it to Rivera. Left side. Jabbar Barriento pulls it out. Millville just circling around looking for their best quality shot.
And Williamstown not really giving them anything.
Now they're playing good tight man-to-man. And up with the ball, we're going to get a jump ball called, and that will favor Millville. Again, getting that early start. Good move to the open shot, and he nailed it.
Yeah, Dante Smith just biting on the fake a little bit too much.
Ball is knocked out of the hands momentarily. Barriento almost lost control. Dante Smith with a long-range 3, in and out. Merrill jumps in, and which way is the ball going? It's going Millville's direction.
Yeah, it was a nice drive through the lane there. And a nice kick out for the 3. But wasn't able to make a fall, but Millville retaining possession.
Thunderbolts looking to get that first basket. Smith will pull it out. Rivera looking for a passing lane, gives it to Ford. Another long-range 3, and that one splashes down to give Millville its first lead.
And we've seen Raekwon Ford doing that a lot recently, taking those threes, not really being afraid to let it loose from deep.
Another 3 from this side, off the back rim, high rebound, taken by Dante Smith. Millville to the front court. Another 3 for Ford, off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Oh, what a move by Merrill to get it one-handed.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he did catch that one-handed.
He just ducked underneath and pulled it out. 3-2 Millville, first couple minutes in this game. Smith goes to Ford. Tight coverage by Massamudo. Now coming out to get the ball, Jaden Merrill. Barriento goes left side. Rivera in the middle to Ford.
Ford looked at the basket. He definitely thought about it.
Again, tight defense being applied by Williamstown.
Nice.
What a move by Ford! The wash mid-cycle was definitely used there. What a move by Mr. Ford.
Yeah, and it started with some really nice footwork as well. Even before the spin move, Williamstown trying to answer back with their own spin move.
There's a 3 if it goes. Splashdown for Williamstown. Owen Denton ties the game at 5.
Yeah, Denton's another player that really stands out on this Williamstown team. In their last game, Denton had 19 points to lead the way.
Nice pass by Ford underneath the Merrill.
You can certainly see the energy between these two teams. Just as we expected to have a pretty tight competition after last year, after the tournament game.
They're going to call a foul on Millville. It'll be a shooting foul. That's a good drive to the basket. Here's this play by Ford. Great vision.
Yeah, I like the footwork right kind of back here. Right after, yeah, kind of almost crosses him over.
This is a spin move. I'm sorry. That was a great move to the basket.
Yeah, it was that footwork kind of right. He got a little bit close to the half-court line, but it was that footwork that really, I think, set that play up.
So 2 free throws coming up for Landon Eaton. Makes the first one.
Yeah, Eaton coming off a really impressive stat line against Washington Township. Had 15 points and 10 rebounds as well in that 60-50 win.
Chance to tie it up once more. Makes it. We are at 7-7. Rivera gives it to Ford. Again, Williamstown putting a blanket, now a double team effort. Left side pass. Barriento has it put right back in his face, and it goes out of bounds off of Barriento. Across the timeline, Josiah Carey. Another 3, and that one hits nothing but twine as Landon Eaton, as he did last year, is lighting it up.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the key players for this Braves team, and as someone that Millville's going to have to keep an eye on.
Ford really finding some resistance from Vespi. Double team effort again. Williamstown really coming out.
I think that,
and forcing another turnover.
Yeah, Williamstown's really been putting on heavy pressure, and especially recently, they've been going to the double team, not really letting Millville even be able to get out of the double team. Almost a really nice steal there by Ford. Dove out to try and make the play.
Clock showing 4:10. Eaton looking to get the ball in, and he just does get it to Massamudo. I think he traveled, yeah. Guilty of one extra step. Millville down by 3, 10-7. Halfway through this first quarter. Dante Smith dribbles to the right side. All the way out to Barriento. Jabbar looking for some shooting space, but again, that blue defense is really getting on top of things. Merrill misses the shot, and the rebound now cleared. Long range pass is saved to Massamudo. Trying to fight his way for a shot, and he draws the foul. That whole play made possible by Carey to save the ball from going out of bounds.
Yeah, it was hard to see from our angle, and I was quite surprised that I didn't hear the whistle. I was almost kind of expecting it with that long-range pass, but a really nice save there to even make this play happen.
So 2 free throws for Massamudo. Williamstown now scoring the last 6 points of this game.
That was almost a really impressive shot by Merrill, too.
He got himself some space, just couldn't get it to go, and here's the big save. Carey doing a great job of setting up Massamudo. And both free throws get knocked in.
Yeah, at that point, Carey's got his back to the court, so he's got no idea where anybody even is, so you have to wonder if Massamudo was letting him know he was right there.
Well, the Tide is rarely wearing some blue and white right now as Williamstown creates another turnover against Millville. They're up by 5. Massamudo gets the ball in to Vespi. Good pass in the middle, but There wasn't a blue jersey there to receive it. Merrill takes it.
I was going to say, that was a good pass if it was to Jaden Merrill.
Ford to Smith.
Yeah, Smith did think about a 3 there.
Puts it up and in.
I'll take that more impressive move.
Those are 50-50 on being called travels, though, so got to be careful with that. But Millville needed that basket. Vespi with the control. Directing a few Williamstown players. Landon Eaton gives it to Christian Masamuda. Just playing catch on the outside right now are the Braves. Christian Masamuda goes to Josiah quick carry.
Yeah, you see Millville trying to kind of get the double team going there.
I don't know if he didn't take a step there, but no call. Going right to the hoop. Good dish underneath, and Masamuda will, they call travel this time. Later on in the play, so no basket. As we watch some of the prior action here, Dante Smith doing what he does here. I guess he didn't. He just kind of hopped into position to get the shot.
Yeah, those are kind of some of the moves that you do have to be careful on with the hops, but a really strong play there.
Ford looking to go the distance. Dishes underneath, and I don't think that the player was ready. I think that's Pickett, number 2.
Yeah, Pickett did just check into the game for Millville. As Jaden Merrill's going to take a seat for right now.
Alley-oop play. Millville's going to get it, I think. Oh, great effort. That should, I don't know. That looked like it went off number 5 blue, not number 5 white. Williamstown maintains possession. Glad to have Mark Lacey watching. Thanks, Mark, for tuning in here on Quinn Broadcasting, Channel 22, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and on BFA YouTube Live as well. Going through, has the ball stripped, maintains possession, and finishes the play. Great effort by Josiah Carey.
And he's going to get an extra shot here as he was fouled on the way up.
Good move to the basket. Absorbed the bump and just finished the play. Raekwon Ford with his first personal. 3 team fouls on Millville. None so far on Williamstown. 3-point play is not successful. Good box out by Pickett. Smith dishing. Is that Barriento? Does not get the shot. Didn't get it to fall, and now quickly up court and laying it up easily is Owen Denton.
Yeah, Williamstown on a good run right here.
And I think Mike Latour feels that, so he's going to call a timeout and try to get his team some momentum of any sort. Here's the Barriento shot. This time it does not connect. And a good rebound underneath by Williamstown, leading to the basket by Eaton. Rebound by Owen Denton, leading to the quick basket the other way. So Williamstown has come out with purpose, but that's no surprise.
Yeah, well, we definitely expected, whether or not they still have that game on their mind or not, you got to think it plays a little bit of a factor. They definitely want to, I don't want to say have a better showing because it was an impressive game for them as well, but they definitely want to maybe enact just a little bit of revenge on Millville. And Millville started off looking like maybe they were going to keep it close, but both offensively and defensively, they just haven't really been able to put it together. And credit to Williamstown for that, especially with their strong defensive effort, kind of really boxing players out and kind of forcing double and triple teams and forcing Millville to turn it over.
The Braves on an 11-2 run for this 7-point lead right now. Smith shoots it short, and that's going to go out of bounds completely. Nobody touched it, so Williamstown will get it.
Yeah, unforced errors, too, have kind of hurt Millville as well in being able to stop the turnovers.
They're going to get Raekwon Ford for a foul. He held up 4 fingers, but there's 2 5s there, so.
Yeah, they do give that to Raekwon Ford. Looked like they were saying it was a push, I believe. But that's 14 fouls on Millville already, and we're still in the first quarter.
Bringing it up court, Josiah Carey. He's watched by Pickett. They get the ball to number 10. That's Eaton. Carey looking for some room. Nice pass underneath. Does not get the kind bounce, however. Carey saves it. Goes right back to Vespi, and Williamstown will reset. Great moves, but it's blocked.
Looked like that was Terrence Todd that got the hand on it.
Todd and
that was a pretty
Barriento.
Barriento got the hand, yeah. And that was a really nice move. Another spin move under the basket. This one by Masamuto.
Might have got away with a backcourt violation there. He stepped in the front court and then had 2 feet behind the line. Barriento pops it off the rim, no good. Rebound by Christian Masamuto. Landon Eaton goes outside to Carey. 30 seconds left. Opening period. 16-9, Williamstown with a burst.
And Williamstown not exactly in any hurry here to get a shot off. So they're likely going to try and run this first quarter out.
15 seconds. Masamuto spin move. He gets some space, puts the shot up wide to the left. Millville will have a chance at the last shot here, but they've got to hurry. 3 seconds. There's the shot, and it is no good. A little too long. So Williamstown coming out with some authority. Millville had them tied at 7, but again, a good run by Williamstown has them up by 16-9 here after the first quarter. The Cheerleaders trying to change the tide a little bit with their routine.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
And now, back to the game.
16-9 as we start the second quarter. Williamstown making a lot of good things happen. They were down 7-5 at one point, but they have had an 11-2 run since then. We mentioned that a little while ago, and now they get a chance to make it a 13-2 run with the opening possession of the second quarter.
Yeah, there's a lot that it's still early, of course, and we've seen what this Millville team can do when down, but they've got quite a lot to change in order to make this a different type of game.
Kaylin Foster now in the game for Millville, number 11. Again, a lot of this team runs through Landon Eaton right there, number 10. He has 9 points in the first quarter. 3-point shot, in and out. High skying rebound by Kaylin Foster. Across the timeline, stops, has to give up the ball to Pickett. Pickett has the ball tapped loose. It comes free, and we're going to get a up and down kind of call. Not sure what the actual term is, but Pickett is guilty of a turnover either way.
Yeah, and that was a nice recovery to be able to even keep the ball in Millville's hands. But yeah, Pickett didn't really have anywhere to go at that point. He tried to get the shot off, but just more great defense from Williamstown.
Josiah Carey, dribbled his way into a driving layup shot. It does not go, but he draws the foul.
Yeah, he tried to kind of let that roll off the hands. Would have been yet another impressive play. We've seen a couple in this game as both of these teams at moments are kind of pulling off, fancy plays.
Carey makes the first one. Looking to go 2 for 2. Misses the second one long, and the rebound comes out to Dante Smith. Now that's almost a charge. because that was good positioning by Masamuto.
Yeah, Masamuto did a really nice job there, but Smith able to kind of not put too much contact on it, because I think if he had pressed a little bit more, you probably do see the charge call.
Good pass to the post. Pickett hands off to Foster. Can I get it to go? And again, it's a one and done. As Masamuto sets the Braves offense into gear. Eden passes it across to Vespi. Vespi looking for some room. He'll pull it back. Tries to hand off the carry. It's kicked out of bounds. Williamstown will keep the ball. .6:36 left in the second quarter. The Braves with the only point of this second quarter so far, leading by 8. Losing the ball momentarily. Eaton going, driving, and scoring. Nothing new. We saw him do this last year. A 10-point advantage for the visitors. Going up off the back rim. And again, a one and done as Landon Eaton clears the board. Spin move. Another spin move. Make it 3 spin moves.
It actually almost took Merrill down. Something that's not easy to do.
Whistle before the shot.
I'm pretty sure he stepped out of bounds. Maverick almost taking out the official. Yeah, you'll see it.
That's the basket by Eaton.
I was pretty sure he stepped out of bounds there, but Maverick
gets the kind bounce off the rim. Again, Millville needing points right now, trailing by 8.
Yeah, and that's really a basket that Millville desperately needed. They hadn't scored yet in this second quarter.
Quickly to the post. Eaton decides, he almost took a 3. Now he tucks inside, misses the shot. And I think we're going to get a push off on Pickett because the ref pointed to the underneath the basket. And Williamstown will inbound it. So Pickett picks up his first personal.
And another kind of interesting stat from this game so far, Millville with 16 fouls. Williamstown has none.
Even despite the partial block, Christian Masamuto gets the ball to go home. Barriento goes to Smith. It'll be 3, and a splashdown is connected.
Now Millville's offense finally starting to come alive a little bit. She's a couple minutes into the second quarter.
Now another foul, and that is the 7th team foul on Millville. Here's the ball that they swing it to Smith, and he connects very nicely from that left side.
Yeah, you don't see it on there, but I'm pretty sure Smith starts walking away before that even goes in the basket. That's some confidence right there.
Sometimes you just know it's going to go in. And Merrill now, Jaden Merrill has 2 fouls. First shot is good by Masamuto.
Yeah, and still with 4:57 to go in the second quarter, Williamstown will now be in the bonus. So anytime they're fouled, they will head to the line. It's not exactly something you want if you're Millville, especially when you're down like this.
Masamuto getting both free throws, and it's a 9-point advantage for Williamstown.
And
finally, a foul called against Williamstown.
No, sir, I thought he looked like they were gesturing that he stepped out of bounds, but...
Yeah, Landon Eaton didn't give him any space, so he picks up his first and the team's first. 23-14, the Braves lead the Bolts. Left side, again, good double team pressure by Williamstown. Good dish to Merrill, and he's fouled. That was Pickett underneath who really found it and made it happen for him. So Merrill will go to the line. And again, at this point, you want to make every free throw because you haven't gotten many of them.
Yeah, this is where 4.5 just about in this second quarter. Yeah, it's the first time Millville's going to the line. See if Merrill can make it a 2-for-2 trip.
And it's short. It rattles around and decides, yeah, I'll go in.
I think that hit every part of the rim that it possibly could before it went in.
The lead is now 7, 23-16. 4.5 to go in the first half. Eaton swings it to Carey. He drives and is short on the layup. Merrill gets the rebound, sends Millville to the attack. Smith trying to go up, and it doesn't go. Merrill gets the rebound, somehow saves it. Barriento, yes!
And there was a whistle on the play.
It's a foul. It's a chance at a 4-point play, but number 33 made that happen. Watch his save of the ball here.
And it's almost as if Merrill knew, because you see him jump even before that ball comes down, and yeah, really impressive save that actually gets deflected on the way to Barriento as well, making that kind of even more impressive.
Chance at a 4-point play just when you need it. It's off the back rim, and Masamuda will collect the loose ball.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on that shot from Barriento.
The lead is now just 4, though. 23-19. Oh, great pass by Masamuda. Jordan Foley with the basket. Trying to answer right back. Smith will draw the foul, and I guess it's going to be on number 10. And even though he's had a good first half, that's 2 fouls, I believe, on Landon Eaton. Here's the move. Great pass. Open layup. That's how you draw it up right there.
Yeah, just as quick as we talked about Williamstown having no fouls, they've now had the last 4 fouls.
Smith needs to convert, though, and he hits the first one.
Yeah, this has been a really nice little run here for Millville. That was kind of key, even before that, but especially that play by Jaden Merrill under the basket has really kind of helped set Millville back at a 5-point game right now. If Smith can hit the second one, goes off the rim, though.
A little short, and Foley gets the ball for Williamstown.
But still, where we were just a couple minutes ago, to be just at a 5-point deficit now, Millville's finding a way.
They need a couple turnovers, but Williamstown having some good ball movement, setting up quality shots just like that one. Oh, what a block! Oh, they called the foul, however. He got a lot of the ball.
Was it over the back? It's the only thing I can think of possibly. Maybe they say he went over the back, but...
Second block for Barriento. Owen Denton makes the first free throw. Let's take a look here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, we'll just say yeah.
They called it. That's all that really matters. Looked like he got all ball. Meanwhile, both free throws are connected, and the lead is back up to 7.
We've got another foul on Williamstown.
That's 2 on Jordan Foley. 5th team foul, so they're not in danger of giving up free throws yet. Smith across the line. Masamuda guarding him. Good pass to the outside. Foster looking to move, but got cut off. Barriento to Downey. He's got a knack for threes. That one goes off the rim, though.
And took a little bit of contact there as he let the ball go, but I guess not enough.
We hit the 3-minute mark left here in the first half. 27-20. The Braves have led for most of this first half. Feeling the three. Off the back rim. He's going to get his own rebound. Right back to the post, and he makes it happen.
Yeah.
Landon Eaton.
You can't let that happen if you're Millville. You can't let him, if he misses the three, you can't let him get his own rebound.
Good follow by Eaton to finish the play. The lead is 9 again. 2.5 to go. Smith with a good move on a basket.
Yeah, nice move by Smith to be able to fight through the contact.
29-22. Good pass, layup good. Williamstown's just doing so many good things. Owen Denton with the finish.
Yeah, and the thing for Williamstown is, despite Millville kind of at one point climbing back in, they're just answering.
Well, they want to kind of ride the tide a little bit the way this is going, and we now have another foul on Williamstown. Again, just a good pass right to the layup.
Yeah, that's something Millville hasn't really been able to guard, so you credit to Williamstown for being able to kind of exploit those plays under the basket. Millville just not able to get enough defense there.
Dante Smith with the dribble, gives it to Doug Dowdy. Dowdy drives, a little short on the layup. Landon Eaton with the rebound. Now Samuto loses the ball. Yep, Millville will have it. .140 left in the second quarter. Pass is blocked away, and Millville will retain possession as Williamstown blocked that.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous pass in the middle there.
Head coach, actually that's the JV coach. You saw him be rather animated during the JV game. Rivera will get the ball inbounded for Millville. Foster to Smith. Dante goes to Foster. Kalen looking for some space. Oh, it just wouldn't go.
He does draw the foul, though. And just as quickly again,
That's 3 on the key player, Landon Eaton.
And that's 17 fouls, so Millville joining Williamstown in the bonus.
Foster's good on the first one. It was a shooting foul, so he wasn't going to get the 2 free throws either way.
Yeah, and unsurprising with 3 team fouls, and we're still not even through the first half. You got to be kind of a little bit worried if you're Williamstown.
Yep, they have put Eaton on the bench for the rest of the half, probably. There's only 1:18 to go. Second shot rims out. We have a lane violation, so Foster will get a remake.
It's that rare third shot when you're supposed to get 2 shots.
Williamstown jumping into the lane early, so Foster gets a reprieve. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. That one's short. Rebound taken by Williamstown. Owen Denton collecting the ball for the Braves. Josiah Carey, now they swing it all the way to the left side. Carey and Smith battling. Vespi. We're under a minute to go. Good pass. Almost a bobble row. Williamstown doing a good job of moving the ball around. Looking for that open space shot, maybe a layup, which they've done pretty well throughout this quarter and first half.
Yeah, they really have been able to move the ball around with speed and accuracy to try and just find that open lane, and they're doing quite the impressive job right now.
Foster tried to pick the pocket, didn't come up with the ball though.
And I'm not sure they're even looking for a shot yet.
No, they
had a couple open looks.
They are whittling down the final minute. Now they get it. Carey underneath. He went down low, went down under, and puts it up and in. So they got what they wanted in points. 8 seconds to go for Millville. Dante Smith goes up a little too hard. Carey gets the board. He's got a chance. Shot is up, and it is a little too hard off the backboard. But a very good first half, very active first half. As we watch the last basket of the first half, just a strong move to the hoop by Josiah Carey, and he creates the 10-point advantage at the break. We are done with the first 2 quarters of play. Williamstown 33, Millville 23. We'll add up the numbers and be right back after this.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, You want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday!
Birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Our second senior is Rachel Basinski. Let's go with also, the first year Rachel has brought so much to the team. Her positive attitude and willingness to help others has made both seasons everyone very memorable. Keep up the great work. Third senior is Janaya Everett. This is her third year in cheerleader. She has completed 2 years of football cheer and 2 years of basketball cheer. She looks out for her team members and always helps out and supports her teammates. Thank you for being such a great team. Our fourth senior is Aslan Laura. My sisters, Alia and Maria. Aslan has been with the nation team for 4 years, both basketball and football. She is a cheerleader who tries to put new materials in the team offers to teach them. Aslan works hard each day to make sure that she's prepared for practice. So keep up the hard work. Our fifth senior is one of our team captains, Alicia Gomez. She's the captain of our cheer team for 2 basketball seasons and last year's football season. This is her 4th year cheerleading. She wears many hats within the school, including the solid slate and senior class president. We thank you for all of our dedication and hard work over the last 4 years. Please put your hands together for all our senior cheerleaders.
Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle, usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
We're back at the Thunderdome. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. The halftime score favoring the visitors from Williamstown, 33-23. We mentioned at the beginning of the game that they have 3 of the players that were in last year's state tournament game, and they have definitely made an impact. Starting with Landon Eaton, as we go ahead and put up the scoreboard situation. I'll get that momentarily, but again, those 3 players in the middle, Denton, Eaton, and Masamuto, they were a big part of the game last year, and you can see right there, they have combined for 26 of the 33 points that Williamstown has scored. So they came to play.
Yeah, and this Williamstown team certainly runs through, I think, all 3 of them, Denton, Eaton, and Masamuto. You know, I had remembered Denton and Eaton from last year's game when I was kind of doing a little pregame, and then I saw Masamuto. I was like, oh yeah, like I remember him as well. So yeah, Williamstown returning a lot of those players from that tournament game, giving a lot of experience to this Williamstown roster and kind of what it takes in those type of situations. And we're really seeing that, especially Eaton. But the trouble here for Williamstown is Eaton is at 3 fouls already. And we're going to see here, if they, with the lead, with a 10-point lead here, interesting to see if they're going to start him in this third quarter.
I would think he'd sit for a minute or so. As for Millville, they have been led by Dante Smith. He's got 8 points, 5 for Raekwon Ford, 4 for Jaden Merrill, 3 for Barriento, 2 for Zaire Pickett, 1 point for Kalen Foster. So Millville has some work to do. Very similar territory to a year ago, but we'll see if Millville can answer. Again, it's just a matter of chipping away. The difference in that first half was that 14-2 run from the middle part of the first quarter into the early part of the second. 14-2 run's going to lead you to a lot of success.
And what's almost a little eerie about this one is that tournament game was 30-20 at the half, so a 10-point deficit. 33-23, we're a little bit off on the scoring, but again, a 10-point deficit for Millville. So it's, as you said, familiar territory for them from that game. Almost like we're having flashbacks to that game right now.
Well, Eaton is on the court, so I don't know if Millville knows that they might want to try to go after him and see if they can get a quick fourth foul or not. Millville saves it. Barriento gets the ball. Deep outside pass to Ford. Nice dish to underneath to Rivera. Ford to Rivera for the connection.
Yeah, and a good eye by Ford there as he looked like he was ready to take the shot, but he had a couple players on him, so good on him to spot Rivera down low.
33-25. Ball in the hands of Vespi. Massamuto looking down low, gets it inside to Denton. Now the ball in the hands of their star player, Landon Eaton, number 10. You have to wonder how much Williamstown will attack the basket early in possessions. They look like they're pretty content to take some time off.
Yeah, with what's now down to an 8-point lead, though, they're not exactly in a hurry to give Millville opportunities. And
Massamuto puts the shot up. I think Barriento knocked it out, so Williamstown will look to perhaps get that. There's that great feed by Ford. Rivera already, and there was a turnover there, so Millville does have the ball. A chance to cut this lead even further down.
Yeah, there must have been another hand on that play because it did look like Barriento was the only one that touched it.
Barriento, but Merrill gets the finish on the rebound. First two baskets of the quarter belong to the Thunderbolts.
There's the Jaden Merrill we know.
6.5 to go, third quarter. 33-27, great pass to Massamuto, and he's going to make the basket. That was just a good read by Eaton to finish by Massamuto.
Yeah, there was really not much else Raekwon Ford could do down low as he had some good defense.
Smith tries the three, it skips off the rim, out of bounds, no, it stays in play, and quickly up court comes Denton. They swing it back to Massamuto. Driving, off the glass, no good. Rebound Barriento. 2 quick minutes in the book already here in the third. Shot for three, off the rim. Skying high is Smith. What a rebound and put back. Dante Smith.
Yeah, Dante Smith has kind of been the catalyst of this offense so far as he's led the Thunderbolts.
Ford doesn't like the call.
Yeah, you see the emotion. Raekwon Ford definitely not afraid to show his emotion.
Got to be careful now. You don't want to get it technical. And I think the referee's going over to tell Latour.
Yeah, because that is
kind of calm his player.
Yeah, that's 3 fouls now on Ford. As we said, Ford doesn't have an issue showing his emotion.
Here's the good rebound by Smith and good putback for the basket. Love the way he stepped to the side to give himself a nice clear shot. Williamstown with possession. Again, another great pass, spin around move. Massamuto doesn't get it to go, and Merrill will take it for the Thunderbolts. 5:20 to go. Smith trying to go up, and he draws the foul. So Dante Smith becoming a force. Something we've seen throughout the season, Ariel. There's different players who step up. Right now, this is Dante Smith's turn.
Yeah, and he's been the leading scorer for Millville in this one. And yeah, as you said, Millville has a lot of names on this roster that always seem to have an impact on this game. And sometimes you do need someone a little bit different to kind of step up and be that difference maker. And that's what Dante Smith is trying to do.
Looking to go 2 for 2. Oh, he gets a kind bounce off the rim for the shot. And suddenly the lead is just 4. So here is that game that we saw last year unfolding before our eyes again. Massamuto, good pass, all the way back out for 3, and it's good. Denton dents the basket for 3.
And it seems like every time Millville's just found a way to cut it to just a couple points, all of a sudden Williamstown finds a way just to try and get away again.
That's a clutch shot by Denton for 3. And now 5-second violation.
Oh, they're saying no.
Now he was counting. Williamstown does get the violation. Here's the shot that went home for 3. Denton with the basket.
I'm not. It does end up as.
Yeah.
I think he just didn't like the way that Vespi was reacting to it.
Yeah.
So he did have a little bit of conversation with him. So the refs just trying to keep control a little bit as some of these players are starting to really show their emotions.
Massamudo being guarded by Foster. Denton to Carey. Carey looks for a lane, dishes it. Left side. Open shot for 3. Skims off the rim, and Smith gets the rebound, and he's bumped into. That's foul. You can put your arms up all you want, but you bumped into him.
And Smith's got to be careful here. As
I think he's the one that had to.
Vespi gets a little bit of talking to again. Kind of, I don't know if it was accidental or not, kind of got the elbow up in Smith's face, and Smith actually had to be held back from anything. So we're getting a little chippy here.
The emotions are getting a little raw. The lead is still 7 for Williamstown.
I don't know if I missed it. Did they call Vespi for something?
Yes.
He is up on the board, so I just didn't know if I missed anything or not.
Millville loses possession, so Williamstown gets it across the timeline. It's it, and he stepped out of bounds. Colin Rod unable to stay in bounds. Millville looking to cut it to a 5-point, maybe 4 with a 3 as we hit the halfway point of the third quarter. Foster, spin move to the basket, yes!
It's been a tough going for Kalon Foster in recent games, but I think a move like that's going to start to help the confidence.
38-33, Williamstown. Ron gives it back. They swing it around to some new players, and again, that's Jordan Foley, number 13. For the record, Eaton is on the bench with those 3 fouls, so he's taking a breather so that he doesn't pick up that 4th foul anytime soon. Good pass for an open 3, off the rim. Rebound by Williamstown, that shot is short.
And Merrill took a little inadvertent contact to the face, so he's kind of...
We salute Mr. Smith on that move. Wow. That'll lead to a quick timeout, I believe, by Williamstown. They go to the sides, or do they not? They just switching players.
Well, yeah, Merrill took some contact up in the face right before that play, and yeah, he was holding up by his eye, so it looked like it was just a quick moment just to get him out of the game.
Denton gets the ball into Massamudo. Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. A 3-point advantage for Braves. Good ball moving again as Massamudo dribbles across the top. Carey goes left side into the middle. Vespi looking for some space. Ball is tipped by Millville. That should be Williamstown ball, and it is. Players checking in and out.
And Merrill kind of getting tension. I think I actually see what happened. It looked like he lost the contact lens. So it looked like head coach there, Dan Rick, just kind of holding that lens for him. So he's able to get it back in. So
Massamudo passes it back out. Carey. Nice pass to the post. That's what Williamstown's been doing throughout. Owen Denton with the assist from Massamudo. Foster off the glass and in. So they trade baskets. And the lead remains 3 for Williamstown.
Yeah, it looks like Millville's better late than never. Found their offensive touch, but again, they got to find a way to stop on the defensive end if they want to really make it count.
Note that Eaton is back in the game. He's got the ball right now. Coach Tom Sheridan doesn't want this lead to dissipate, so he's got his best player on the court. And he gets a 5. Oh, they call a foul. Or they call a timeout. They're going to the side, so Williamstown smartly calls a timeout. Here's the move to the basket. Good move by Owen Denton. He's made his impact on this game. Got to give Tom Sheridan some credit there. He saw the 5 count getting close to being called, so he takes one of his timeouts.
And that was good pressure there by Pickett to almost force that 5-second violation there, as Ian didn't really have anywhere to go.
Both teams talking over strategy. 40-37 the score. Glad to have you with us here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, Channel 22, and of course on BFA YouTube Live as well. All the various ways that you can watch. Make comments on Facebook Live. We'll mention them as we can. Judy Brown wishing Doug Dowdy some good luck tonight. 40-37. And again, we have one of those games where both teams are putting it all on the line. Williamstown has played some very good defense throughout and really set up its offense well.
Yeah, and it took a while for Millville to really get things going, kind of on either end of the game, but their offense has really started to turn it on, especially in their third quarter. But they've got to find a way to stop Williamstown.
A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Ball is tipped. No backcourt violation, but now it's stolen anyway. Rivera with the ball. A 3 would tie it. Let's see if they can get one.
And we know Ford hasn't been afraid to throw it.
Foster goes back outside. Rivera looking for some maneuverability, puts it in Foster's hands. Kalen in between players, off the back rim. Rebound battle for, and that's won by Vespi. Good dish, shot, score. That's what they've been doing. They create space, and then they get the basket.
And it's Denton and Ian doing the work down low, as we've seen throughout this game.
The lead is now 5. Ford gives up the dribble, so he's got to give it away. In! It went in, out, and in. Dante Smith has been the one that's really carried the load. Now a whistle against Williamstown, I believe.
I think it's Vespi. He's going right to the rim.
Vespi was the one that complained about the 5-second situation. He complained earlier, and now he's complaining again. If I'm the coach, number 20 sits for a while. Yep, here he goes. Smart move, coach. He is out of control just a little bit. Not overly. He's just a little bit emotionally distraught. How's that?
Yeah, and what happens now is Millville gets the ball back. And after they just cut it to a 2-point game, they could tie this one up. Well, we're going to get, it looks like a timeout. Mike Latour going to talk things over.
Well, he's got a chance here to tie the score with this possession. 42-40, Williamstown in front. Back after this.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Millville with a chance to tie it with this possession. Merrill has to give up the ball, and he does to Ford. Again, Williamstown playing some really tight defense. We're down to 18 seconds, so we'll see. Ford drives, dishes left side, off the rim. Skying for the rebound. Millville winds up with it. They have some time to set a shot. Foster with 5 seconds. Turnaround jumper off the backboard. Merrill tried to direct it towards the basket. It would have counted had it gone, but it did not. You can see the slight disappointment in Merrill's face as he walked off.
Yeah, Merrill just tried to shove that ball.
Foster did all he could to create a shot and just pushing it back, knowing there wasn't too much time left. Merrill just didn't give it any upward motion.
Yeah, Merrill didn't really have any time to get any kind of grip on the ball. So, yeah, it was just kind of a hopeful heave and shove towards the basket. But Millville's made this one an interesting game.
It's a 2-point game. I think Williamstown has possession to start the fourth quarter. Well, we have quite a ball game, but we expected it. Again, Williamstown building up a double-digit lead throughout that first half. Millville has cut it down to 2, and Williamstown will have the opening possession. So the final 8 minutes of regulation. And again, we mentioned number 10, Landon Eaton, in for Williamstown, has 3 fouls. So he is playing with 3. We'll see if he picks up any kind of foul situation for number 4. Eaton passes it across to Foley. Underneath layup, no good. Merrill gets the rebound as Eaton could not get that one to drop. Chance again to tie for Millville. Raekwon Ford being watched by Foley. Passes to Rivera, who was pushed, but the ball goes out of bounds off Williamstown. And I don't think I'm not sure they like that call, but nonetheless, I think they got away with the push anyway. Merrill comes out and gets it. Foster.
He thought about that 3.
He did. Merrill driving, gets the basket, and we are tied.
That was good on Merrill to step up to that pressure as well. As I believe under the basket, that was Mazamuto trying to draw the charge.
42 apiece. 7:05 left, fourth quarter. 3-pointer, short. Rebound by Rivera and a chance.
I don't know if Merrill might have got a hand on that. It looked like maybe it changed direction just a tiny bit. So Merrill getting out on the line there. I like that.
Yep. Enjoy the view because Pickett just posted it. Millville leading 44-42.
And just like that, you see the energy shift in this gym.
Masamuto again, they have feasted on that play.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
They are working it to perfection. Denton with the finish, and we're tied at 44. Right to the hoop, Pickett again. Back-to-back baskets by Zaire Pickett. 46-44 Millville.
And Pickett trying to now be the one to step up for Millville.
3-pointer if it goes. It's off. There's the rebound underneath, goes off his foot, and Ford gets it. Millville the chance to go up by 4, and that would be an interesting development as Raekwon Ford brings it into the front court. Again, good double team. Good pass to Foster. Underneath pass. Pickett looking for space. 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, Pickett.
Just give the ball to Pickett right now. He's the hot hand for Millville.
The lead is 4. 48-44, 5.5 to go. I hope you're enjoying this, folks, because this is great basketball. I'm so glad you're tuning in. Whether it's on Quinn Broadcasting or BFA, we've got you going here as the Millville Thunderbolts have again rallied. They lead by 4. They have the ball. Raekwon Ford to the front court. Kevin Rivera looking to drive through. Pass is stolen by Masamuto. He's got the man all the way in front. And he walked. He tried to let the traffic go by, but the caution light was on and he traveled through it.
Yeah, and good defense, especially by Millville, to even get back. I know Jordan Merrill was one of them to get back and almost, I guess, I don't think Eden was expecting there to be anybody.
Merrill got back and he caused the travel because there was no contact. Millville up by 4, 4:45 left. Ford trying to go through, and he lays it up and in. 6 unanswered points for Millville.
I was saying, there's the clapping from there's the celebration. Just took Raekwon a little bit to show it.
Raekwon has shown a good amount of emotion when he's made some plays. Alley-oop play this time now. The man called Barrientos saw it coming.
And I love the look on Ford's face right now. He knows what's going on in this gymnasium.
I believe it.
And the look on his face. We said Raekwon Ford shows his emotion.
Spin move doesn't go. Merrill. He's going to get a third crack at it, maybe. Look at this battle by Merrill. He hasn't knocked out of bounds. Oh, and you know what? Massamuto, give him credit. Apparently he bounced it off Merrill, and Williamstown gets possession. But they want to talk things over because all of a sudden, led by Raekwon Ford and the rest, an orange and blue tidal wave has come along like it did last year.
I'm telling you, especially the camera work, you just got to watch Ford's face on some of these plays. It is on that inbound. You see the celebration. He took a little bit, but he showed it. And on the inbound play coming up.
They don't call the 18 for nothing, right, you guys?
You see him coming up on the inbound. He's laughing. He's laughing on his way up. And I don't remember which Williamstown player it was. Almost tried to put the move on. And you see Raekwon go, "What are you doing?"
Is that all you got?
So, yeah, we've said it. And Ford did get a little bit too emotional earlier, kind of with it. Earlier, you see him here, he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm just going to keep going.
That ball right there, that move by Ford, really drew some oohs and ahs from the Millville crowd.
It didn't end up going, but watch how many times Jaden Merrill bats this ball here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't end up with the shot. And yeah, it does look like Massamuto does find a way to bank that off Merrill, but 6 bats on that basketball.
That's what you call effort. Persistence, never give up. Under 4 minutes to go. 50-44. Pickett! 8 unanswered points. Pickett has 6 of them.
Everybody finds their time to step up. This has been Zaire Pickett's time.
3.5 to go. Massamuto looking for that cutter. Nobody really cut, although I saw number 10. Now they get a cut and a basket. Josiah Carey with that basket. Ball is loose, and I believe it'll go Williamstown's way. Again, as we watch Josiah Carey do what he did, hands it off. Massamuto, there's the Pickett steal. Zaire Pickett making his impact felt here in the fourth quarter. Again, good cut to the basket by Carey, but no pass.
Yeah, it looks like the Millville defense has kind of finally found out the way that Williamstown is running this one and is able to put a defender on that guy cutting under the rim.
2:40 left, a 6-point advantage for the home team. Massamuto tries to cut it in half. No, Pickett gets the rebound surrounded by 3 Braves. That's a good play by him to get Millville the ball.
And Millville doesn't necessarily have to be in any kind of hurry.
Oh, they're going to call a travel. I don't. Barriento tab with a travel. Not sure. But again, the call is made and we have to live with. Oh, Barriento almost stole it. Massamuto. Oh, that was a walk. And they call a foul instead. That was a stutter step that should have been called. Eaton got away with one. I hate to say that. I really do. But he did.
And that's the third foul for Jaden Merrill.
Neither team really in any bonus situation foul-wise. Shot is up and good. Okay.
Williamstown doesn't quit. We've seen that throughout this entire game. This wasn't going to be an easy one for Millville to finish out.
Again, that double team pressure. Nice cross-court pass. We're under 2 minutes. Zaire Pickett looking for some space. He is fouled. Oh, he's not fouled, is he? The whistle blew before the ball went out. Are they calling a foul?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think they're just saying it went out.
Okay, Millville possession.
Yeah, Millville can take a little bit of time. I mean, Williamstown's not going to let him with the double and triple teams, but Millville can try to eat a little bit of this clock up.
Well, you want to develop a good shot and make it. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, Mike Latour up. That's not surprising call there from Latour.
1:38 to go. 52-48 Millville. Back in just a moment.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine.
And now, back to the game.
So Coach Latour talking things over with his troops. They lead by 4. And again, they just need to set up a good quality shot and make sure they connect at this point.
Yeah, that's the most important thing for them is it's still a very tight game with 1:38 to go. You want to take some time. As you said, make sure you do set up a good shot, but you also do want to try and take a bit of time off the clock. You got to think Millville's thinking maybe try and get at least 30 seconds to set up a good play. That's usually about the time we've kind of seen in these situations be able to set up a play as long as they can get the inbound.
Foster will get it into Smith. Massamuto, again, tight man-to-man defense. Good pass to the right side, but they'll reset. Double team pressure, Ford.
Well, good job by Ford to make sure he didn't take that extra step.
And he has to call a timeout. So again, Williamstown's coming, throwing a serious blanket on the Millville attack.
But that's the smart play there from Ford is he knew he was pretty close on the first attempt of taking an extra step. So kind of a good play for him just to know he's almost got no way out of that.
Well, you have to wonder if they can set up a good shot right from the inbounds play. Try to get somebody open, maybe Barriento for 3. Pickett has the hot hand. You might go to him. I think at this point you want to get a shot quickly.
Yeah, there's a lot of players on this roster in these type of situations that could get the ball. I think you got to stick with the hot hand, though. Pickett's really electrified this team. So I think if you can get a shot for him, he's been the one that's really made it happen recently.
So far, Millville has outscored Williamstown 12-6 in this quarter.
Feels very similar. So many eerie similarities between this and that tournament game.
Very much so. Williamstown got the double-digit lead. Millville rallied back, took a lead, but Williamstown is far from done, of course. With 1:24 left, a 4-point lead can be dissipated very quickly. Foster gets the ball into Smith. Dante gets it back to Foster. Got to watch that sideline. Doesn't get anywhere near it, but you never know. Pickett to Ford. Ford doesn't mind going through the trees.
I don't know
and
how.
And he picks an apple off the tree. Massamuto, no! Gets his own rebound and his foul, so he'll get a chance for 2. Sometimes you just want it, and that's what Raekwon Ford did right here.
And it was good look here as that's the problem sometimes when you go for the double team is you leave a lane wide open to the middle. And yeah, we've seen Raekwon Ford. He's the smallest guy on this team, but not afraid to go through that contact.
First shot is good. Masamuto looking to go 2 for 2. And if he does, it'll be a 4-point game.
And that's 4 fouls now on Raekwon Ford as we get close to the end of this fourth quarter.
Second shot missed.
No.
Williamstown will keep the ball.
I thought that went off of Williamstown hand.
Well, there were 2 Millville players there,
yeah. So. I'm also looking at a bad angle, but yeah.
Landon Eaton gets the ball in play. Carry to Eaton. He's not shy to take threes, but he plays the ball back out.
And Williamstown can't really afford to let much time go off the clock. But they're not in any hurry to set up a play.
Oh, that was a foul. They'll go for 3. It's no good by Carey. Rebound is at Masamuto. Yes, it is. Tries to go through, partially blocked. That was Foster who got it. Good persistence, however, and Vespi makes it pay.
And that's going to set Williamstown for the timeout as 28 seconds to go. We're in for something. I don't want to say anything yet, but we're in for a finish.
The score is 54-51 as we see some of the battling and then the putback off the glass.
Yeah, and that's some really good rebounding by Williamstown, because if Millville's able to get one of those rebounds, they've got a good shot to try and run out the last. We got about 26 or so seconds left. We'll see what Millville designs up here. Because you have to wonder, is Williamstown going to foul? Can't really afford to at this point. Only a 3-point game, but not exactly going to give it up to Millville.
Well, Millville wants to put something on the board because then it'll be a 2-possession game. We've got to make some kind of shot here.
Right now, the biggest thing for you, get the inbounds, get across half court.
Pickett will handle it, gets it to Ford. Oh, good play by Ford to find Pickett, but you got to get it up here, and that's a bad pass. A little too much of a hurry. Pickett had a chance to just run up the court, and he didn't. So there's the turnover that Williamstown needed, and now they can tie it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to think if Williamstown's going to try and run out this 22 seconds and get a shot. If you're Millville, keep your hands down. They're going to go for the tie. Don't give them the win.
Good pressure defensively, almost a bad pass. A really long 3, and you know, in a magical game and series like this, that had to go because now there's 8 seconds left and 1 possession for Millville. What a shot.
And you see how deep this shot's going to come from, too. He was quite a bit behind. At least I thought he was, the 3-point line. He has a couple steps from the line. I mean, did anybody think that wasn't going in?
I don't think, not if you saw what happened last year. A big-time 3-pointer by Owen Denton has tied up the game. So now Millville, with 1 possession, will probably go for the win here.
It'll be interesting to see how Millville decides to do this. They don't necessarily have to rush it, but they've got to come up with something quick.
8.6 on the clock.
If you're put your coach's hat on. If you're Millville, who's this going to?
Boy,
there's a lot of guys you can. There's a lot of guys you can name, especially we're going to see who comes out of the timeout.
Ford and Pickett have been the hot hands lately, but do not discount number 33 in the middle either.
I was going to say, we've seen Dante Smith as well have a big game for Millville. Now, they do have to get across the full court. Don't rush your passes. You've got a couple seconds to get up court. Anything can happen at this point, but is Latour trying to? I wasn't sure. I heard the ref say half court. I wasn't sure if Latour was trying to. Well, we've got a foul. Is that on Vespi?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really do anything. It just forces them. Well, it forces them to not be able to get quite up. So
double team pressure for this foul. Wow. I believe there's a Williamstown foul called there. And it looks like it's going to be on Carey.
Well, they've got, I was going to say, they still had the Vespi foul up. But yeah, that is Carey.
Still not in the shooting situation. 5 seconds. Foster is fouled at the baseline. And you know what? I think that should be the 17th foul, no?
No, they've only got Williamstown.
They didn't put one up
6,
the last time.
No, they're acting like that's the 6th foul.
Here's the foul, and Carey was on top of him. Right there was Vespi, as well as Williamstown throughout this game has double-teamed the ball. So Millville will have one last shot here. And you want to see a Thunderdome implode if they make the shot.
And what's really worked out here for Millville is they had to come all the way from the other side of the court. All Williamstown had to do was keep their hands down. It was going to be tough for Millville to get all the way across, but was that 3 Williamstown fouls in a couple seconds as essentially walked the ball down the court. I think when they come back, I want to say about 2.8 seconds left on the clock for Millville. They've got a chance for a shot. At this point, it's pass it and shoot it. I don't care where you are.
Just got to put it up and hope it goes in.
I definitely am interested to see who. At this point, it's whoever gets open. We're definitely interested to see. And we've got Maverick over here. He's got the Jabbar Barriento fathead.
Well, history has a way of repeating itself. That's all I'm going to say.
See there, he's got the fathead right there.
I think Maverick wants to see Barriento shoot.
There's actually 2.3, I should say, on the clock. And yeah, at this point, whoever gets open. Merrill's got it.
Shot is up.
3.
Oh, it had a chance, but it does not go. And we are repeating last year all over again. Overtime, Williamstown versus Millville. So they put 4 minutes on the clock. We are tied at 54. Who will be the hero this time? There's the shot by Ford. Tried to bank it off the glass, but a little too hard. And we are going to the overtime session.
It almost wasn't surprising to see that end up in Ford's hand, as he's certainly taken those long-range threes before.
We're going to be late. The officials trying to get both teams on the floor. That three-point basket by Owen Denton has forced the overtime. So we play 4 minutes.
Yeah, and if you're Millville, Williamstown's got 6 fouls, so any fouls from here on out sends Millville to the line, something that could be key in overtime.
Eaton with the dribble, gives it off to Carey, now Massamuto. Williamstown holding the ball outside for the time being, but again, be wary of that cut to the basket. Massamuto lost the ball. And just like last year, a steal by Foster.
I told you there's a lot of, it's too eerie almost.
Smith, the dish is knocked out of bounds by Williamstown.
It's just, I don't know if you want to say suspicious. We're getting a lot of the same storylines.
Looking to get the ball in.
He's got to hurry.
Alley-ooping to Merrill. Merrill tries to drive through 2 players. And he does. They don't call anything, so the basket is good.
Vespi tried his best to take the charge there. I don't even think he was contacted, really.
56-54. And now a steal. What does this look like last year? Thunder dunk. Jaden Merrill with authority.
I mean, he had to. You had to get a dunk. You had to get a Jaden Merrill dunk in this one.
The first 4 points belong to the orange and blue. Denton. Oh, they're going to call Pickett for the foul, but I'll tell you what. That was a forearm to the chest by number 15 there. Here's the play that Merrill first starts.
And you see the contact here, Vespi. Yeah. There was more contact on Eaton than there was on Vespi.
Yeah. That should have been number 4 on him. Well, they got the sharpshooter Denton to rely on. That's another tray by him. And the lead is just one, 58-57. Ford with the dribble. Dante Smith. Hands off to Foster. Foster looking for a lane. This is it, right side. Pickett goes back outside. Smith tries to drive for the shot, and he gets the crawl. A three-point edge, 60-57. 2 minutes to go in the overtime. Massamuto exchanges with Vespi. Carey. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a three-pointer by the guy who's been hitting him. There's the other guy who can hit him. He missed this time, but a good tip, and it goes out of bounds. That should be Millville ball.
Yeah, and that's a bad read there by Denton as he told everyone, let it go. So see the play here by Merrill, and just, we needed that dunk. We needed some more electricity in this gym.
Let's see if he can do it. Oh, no, that's an offensive foul. Yeah, a little too much. Merrill. And that's number 4 on him, I believe. Got to play under control, and he definitely caused the offensive foul here.
Yeah, you see me put the elbow into it, and
yeah.
I mean, maybe Eaton goes down a little easy there, but yeah, you can't give the refs any easy way to call a foul on you.
135, three-point edge for the home team. They're going to call a foul on Pickett, I think. Yep.
And you got to be careful here now for Millville, just like that at 6 fouls as well.
So here's the play as we watch. That's Carey with the basketball.
I mean, he's almost at the half court.
I'll tell you what, that's a clutch three.
Well, Merrill's got to be careful there.
The shot is missed. Good rebound, however, by Eaton. Massamuto. Carey, another three. Off the rim.
That's on top of the basket.
Okay, that's the call. So Millville will get the ball.
Is that the first three that Denton's missed?
Seems that way.
Feels like he doesn't miss them often.
He certainly hit 2 clutch threes at the end of the fourth quarter and in this overtime, I should say. Again, good double team pressure by the Braves. Just get across the time, bad pass.
Or no.
Great save by Foster. Ball is stripped out. They're just letting him play, folks. Why not? Basket. Landon Eaton, and it's a 1-point game. Ford.
Yeah, Millville doesn't exactly have to hurry, but they're going to need to get a basket here. And they call the foul on Vespi.
And he's done.
And he can't believe it.
That's, I believe, 5 on him.
Yeah, he ran right off the court. He knew it right away.
Here's the play by the man who did it all last year, Landon Eaton. He's done it all this year as well, with a little help from Owen Denton.
And we saw Vespi just slowly start to lose control. And that could, I don't want to say it, but that's going to make it really tough now, because any foul that you give now puts Millville at the line, and in a close overtime with just 39 seconds left, that could be everything. Are they trying to argue the time on the clock?
Well,
It looked like they were pointing at the clock. Yeah, I guess the refs are going to talk it over. They're saying all good. Not sure if that would. Well, the coach pointed at the clock, so I'm not sure if that was his argument. There should have been more time on the clock, but.
Ford makes the first one. That was the clutch shot. The lead is 2. It could be 3 if he makes the bonus.
Yeah, it's the all-important second shot because you don't want to give them a chance to go ahead with the 3. You'd rather them have to tie it. That's
I'll
exactly
tell you what. I was going to say, does he have the ice water in the veins? Certainly look like it.
I don't know if that's the question with Ford. That's an easy answer.
Had nothing but net on that second one. Williamstown calls a timeout. The lead is 3. We'll take a timeout and be back with an exciting finish. Stay with us.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
And now, back to the game.
It's the script, man.
It's everything we could have wanted in a rematch, isn't it? 4 quarters didn't decide it, and overtime is in session, just like last year's state tournament game.
I mean, how many similarities to last year's tournament game have we had? We had a 10-point deficit at the half, almost the same score with the deficit. We had a key run by Millville. And we've had an overtime that's almost eerily similar to the score of the last overtime game.
Well, there's plenty of time, 35 seconds left. You have to wonder if Williamstown will try to tie it with a 3. And if that's the case...
Yeah, you got to think so. You got to think this ball's going in the hands of Denton.
He's the first choice. Although Eaton's not too shabby on the 3s either.
Now, it's just a matter of how much time they want to take off this clock.
Masamudo. Millville trying to play man-to-man. There it is. There it is, and that was number 13 who hit it, right? Was that Foley? That's what I thought.
Oh, I thought that was...
We'll take a look at it. Meanwhile, the steal.
That's a bad pass by Ford. That is a bad pass, and he's not happy.
We'll see who had the 3. I thought it was 13. Maybe it was 15.
I thought it was
take a look.
Standard.
Yeah, it was 13.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's not who I expected to see there. Jordan Foley.
So Foley hit the game-tying 3 this time. And now a 1-and-1, and Williamstown could get the lead.
And that's the 5th foul on Merrill. So Millville's big man out of the game.
Yeah. He made an impact early on in this overtime, but now he'll watch the rest of the game from the side. First shot is good.
I thought that was almost going off the back and out.
That gives Williamstown the lead.
And Merrill showing his emotion back there.
Both shots are good, so the last 5 points coming from an unsuspecting source. Jordan Foley, will it be the difference? Timeout Millville.
I didn't think Millville had a timeout left.
I'm not sure, but they gave it to him.
I think that's a little case of the officials not knowing how many timeouts there were. So Millville used their last timeout in the 4th quarter. That's a little, we call that gamesmanship from Coach Latour. He said, I'm just going to call it. Maybe they'll give it to me. Because you even hear from the crowd now. They know what's going on, too. They know there was no timeout given.
Yep,
But
they're saying it now.
as I think the refs, I don't know if they're talking about that. Hey, they didn't have one left. Unless they give them one in OT, but I don't think so.
No. Once you use up your timeouts, that's it.
Yeah, so Millville got away with one here. We'll see if it works out for them.
Well, they have 6 seconds to go for the basket.
Now you see here, you got to be smart here. Don't try to be the hero, but if you got to open three, you're not going to not take it, but don't try to force the win. If you can get a basket to tie it, get a basket to tie it, make them try to win it. But don't try to force yourself to be the hero here.
They've got to score to keep the game alive. That's the biggest thing. They have 6 seconds to work with. Not sure why you would pass it back that far. Let's see if they can do this. Dante Smith.
And there's a foul. And that's on Masamuto. Now, Dante Smith, just breathe. You have to just breathe.
Well, he's got to hit the first one. That's the key. Got to hit the first one. Does not go. Williamstown rebounds, and that'll do it. So Williamstown's going to win the game after that miss. There's only 7.7 seconds left, and Millville really won't have a chance to rebound and get a shot off. Well, you figured they came in here looking to get a bit of a makeup from last year, and they look like they're going to do it, as Masamuto will tee up a 1-and-1.
Missed it on
Yeah,
purpose?
missed it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He just slammed it off the backboard.
I don't really know why.
He wanted to put the ball in play with just 0.7 seconds left.
I mean,
You know, what it does do, you
it
know
gives
what?
Millville a chance for a three, but
It
I don't know
does.
if they have a. You got to heave it from half court, but that's
All right.
why I think it's an interesting strategy.
Let's see who gets it. Double teamed, and he's not going to get it anywhere near the basket, so the Braves come in. And the last 12 months have been pretty interesting when these two teams have met. The blue and white this time, the visiting team comes away with a victory, 65-62 in overtime. A hard-fought contest right to the end. So the two teams will go through the handshake ceremony. And really the clutch player at the end turned out to be a man who really hadn't made much of an impact, Jordan Foley. He hit the three-pointer. To go back, and he made 2 free throws, or made a basket as well. So here's the shot, the ending shot that falls very short, and Williamstown will claim the victory. 65-62 is the final. We'll clear off everything and be up with a recap and all as we watch some of the play here. We'll be back in just a moment, folks.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle, usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Back here at the Thunderdome, Williamstown coming up with an overtime victory, a 65-62 victory for the Braves of Williamstown. It was just like last year. You guys got the big lead, and then Millville came back, and we forced an overtime just like last year. To my right here is Jordan Foley. You had the big shots in the overtime, the three-pointer that helped you out and 2 free throws. Your guys came in here knowing what happened last year, so how did you approach the game tonight?
I wasn't here for last year, but my boys, they were very angry. They wanted to come in, get some revenge, and I couldn't let them slip away with it. I came in, hit that shot, get the dub.
And it's just like every time, all sorts of players got involved. Of course, the 3 players that were here last year, Owen Denton, Landon Eaton, who is one of our stars of the game as well, and Christian Massamuto. You 3 guys probably talked a lot coming up on the bus, right?
A lot. This game for us last year, like it was one of the worst feelings ever, just losing this game last year. So this season pretty much was fueled by that loss last year, and this was the game we marked on our schedule all year. This is the game we wanted to come in and get a win, because this is we obviously all season, like you want to win, you want to do your best, but this is the game that we marked as a special one for us, especially on their senior night.
I really don't think that you guys played anything but man-to-man defense today. You had 2 players on every Millville Thunderbolt. Yeah,
we were in like a 3-2 matchup zone for a little bit, but it was matchup, so we were always sticking with guys on the drives, double teaming. One of our main focuses was to keep 33 out of the paint. Obviously, I was matched up on him when we were in man, but that was one of the big focuses.
Yeah, and throughout, especially early on in this game, you guys also played a very disciplined game. I think it was the first 5 or 6 fouls on Millville, and then you yourself got in a little bit of foul trouble there, sat at the end of before the half. Was that kind of in your mind at all the rest of the way, or you try not even think about that?
Yeah, well, that was part of our game plan, was like sub in 2 minutes in, 2 minutes out, 2 minutes in, so I could keep myself out of foul trouble, put me in places in the press and in the defense where I wouldn't come up with fouls, so I could stay in the game. That's why towards the end of the game we were subbing in and out, so I didn't, on defense, pick up a intentional foul. But yeah, that was part of the game plan once I had 3 coming in halftime.
Talking about your offense, though, but it looked like you guys cycled the ball well and so many open layups tonight. The cycle really worked for you guys. Was that part of the way you wanted to attack Millville?
That was the main focus, was move the ball, get good matches. We know we could get the looks we wanted.
And, of course, you weren't shy to shoot the 3.
Yeah, obviously, with you being here last year, a lot of similarities between that game and this game. Did you guys start to think about that? It was like that 10-point deficit for Millville at half, the run at the end, the overtime. Did it just start to creep in a little bit that this could play out similar, but you guys were able to get it out in the end?
Yeah, 100%. Going into halftime, our coach said, hey, look, 10 points last time here, halftime, 10 points now. So we got to come out and we got to respond the right way, unlike last time, play our game. So that was every moment of this game basically was run through my head of last year. Like the same things, big shots, like everything, and just knowing and learning from it last time to come out and execute tonight.
Landon Eaton and Jordan Foley are stars of the game, as Williamstown played a complete game. So did Millville, for that matter. But the 3-point edge goes to the visitors, the Braves from Williamstown. Congratulations, guys. I know that's going to be a fun ride home. All right, congratulations. We'll be back with a wrap-up of this game in just a moment.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle, usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Back at the Thunderdome, a lot more quiet now than it was a few minutes ago, but Williamstown comes in and pretty much evens the score with a 65-62 win tonight in overtime. And Ariel Melendez along with Fred Melendez. This game lived up to the hype that we hyped it up for. We knew that Williamstown was going to come in and really strive to be victorious, and it did take another overtime, but this time they wound up on the upper side.
Yeah, and you heard from Eaton, because he said Carey wasn't here at the time, Foley wasn't there at the time that it happened, but Eaton said this was on their mind. They knew. They remembered what happened, and they said that was the worst feeling they had that night. So they came in with revenge on their minds, and we got exactly the game that we expected, with a lot of similarities too to that tournament game, but Williamstown getting the last laugh on this one.
The 33-23 score at the halftime, I don't know that they got up by as many as 15, but I think it was a dozen somewhere along the line during that first half. Millville again, though, they are resilient as they have been all season. Different players stepping up and getting things done. Dante Smith, of course, during the third quarter, as we watch Smith at the free throw line right here. We see it taking that deep breath just to try to make that shot. Unfortunately, I think it hit the back and just came out. And look at the 3 blue jerseys that they were not going to be denied. There's your winning play as Masamuto cradles the ball, and it is a done deal right there. You see the clapping starting. You knew that Landon Eaton really appreciated that rebound by his teammate there. Those 2 players, 2 of the 3 that were here last year. So tough fought, and Williamstown comes away with the win.
Yeah, and it was exactly the players that we expected to step up for Williamstown. Denton, Eaton, even Masamuto had a good game for them. We had some other guys step up. Carey and Foley had 7 points in this game, none bigger than that 3 that ends up kind of sealing the deal for Williamstown. It's the same thing with Millville, is you find that one player that maybe isn't the star guy, but just knows when his moment is ready for when his number's called, and he stepped up. He stepped up big time for Williamstown to get that key basket. But Millville, it took them a while to find their offense. They really struggled kind of in that first quarter and some of that second quarter as well. But credit to them, they really turned it on in that third and fourth quarter. Because this looked like at the half potentially, I mean, we had similarities to that first game, but this looked like it was going to be kind of a game that Williamstown was going to run away with. So credit to Millville for being able to even fight back and get us to that overtime.
And just to point out how much it meant to those 3 guys who were here last year, the 3 of them all hit for double figures tonight. Eaton had a game-high 22 points, as you see right there. Owen Denton had the 22 points. He had a couple of threes. He really picked it up, scoring 3 threes in the second half and the overtime, and he added 9 other points. So 15 of his 22 points came in after the half. Eaton did finish with 17 and Masamuto with 10. So those three guys certainly got the job done tonight. Josiah Carey, he had a good game on the perimeter, had a lot of good assists. He finished with 7. Jordan Vespi with the other 2 points, and the guy off the bench that we do definitely have to mention, Jordan Foley, scoring 5 of his 7 points in the overtime session to help Williamstown win. Millville having 4 players in double digits, 3 of the starters, led by Dante Smith. He had 19 points, 12 points for Jaden Merrill, including that big dunk in the overtime. He had the first 4 points of overtime, but again, Williamstown rebounded from that. 11 points for Raekwon Ford, and a lot of emotion we saw from him tonight. And the other double-digit scorer, can't forget to mention Zaire Pickett. He had 8 points in that fourth quarter alone, finished with 10. So that's pretty much the story. Barriento only had 3. I'm sure he would have loved to perform the way he did last year, but I don't think Williamstown was going to let him do that.
Yeah, again, as they talked about having that game on their mind, and I had asked, you heard I asked Eaton there, were the similarities kind of getting to you a little bit? And he did admit, even at the half, their coach said, look, this was the same situation we were in last year. It was a 10-point game, so you knew, even on the coach's mind, that game was on their minds the entire night, and they knew they didn't want it to go similar. It almost did for them.
Yeah.
It almost kind of flipped similarly to how it did, but they were able to get that last, I say that last laugh because you could see the excitement on their faces even before that game was over on how much that game meant to them to be able to win this one, especially. And I thought the little funny thing was Ian saying, we wanted to do that on senior night and kind of show those seniors that, we've got game too. I thought that was a little fun little quip there from Ian.
Seniors night was a big success. I know Millville loses the game, but they played their hearts out just like Williamstown did. And I think we got the kind of game that really, even though they lost, the seniors have to be very proud of their effort tonight. Kevin Rivera came in and was a force early as a starter. And it's always you always see all the seniors start on seniors night. So Kevin Rivera, instead of coming off the bench, was a starter tonight, and he made an impact early on as well. But a great ball game, matching last year's big game. But this one wasn't in the tournament, but it still had every iota of a tournament type of game. It was just so intense.
Yeah, and it's these kind of games also are perfect when you're getting close to playoffs. Millville still has a couple more games left on their schedule. This is the last one we're broadcasting in the regular season, but I do believe Millville has 2 more games left on their schedule. But to kind of go into the tournament, now they do get that break. That's going to be huge for them. As Mike Latour talked a couple of games ago with us, that rest is huge for a team that's played a lot of basketball in a slightly more condensed season than we've seen before, as they're playing upwards of 3 games a week.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where, despite, these, even though a lot of seniors are still young kids, still young players, and that's going to eat at them as the season goes on. So they'll get some good rest towards the end of the season. But this is the kind of game that you want to have. Even if you don't come out with a win, you want that high-intensity game because you're going to see that stuff in the playoffs. You might not see Williamstown like you did the season before. Now, but that would be fun for us to get a round 3. I don't know if our hearts can handle this one, but I don't know if it's out of the realm of possibility or not. I don't know how the seeding works at all, but you want to have this type of game just to give you that energy, get that playoff-like feel as you get towards the end of this season, just to have that moment.
Well, Millville has lost 3 in a row, but not for nothing. They gave it all they had tonight. 3-game losing streak, but there's always the next game, so hopefully they'll rebound and get a win in that one. Our final score tonight, 65-62. Millville is now 13-7 on the season. And to Williamstown credit, they now rise above the 500 mark. They are 11-10, and just a superb game. I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed bringing it to you. I want to mention everybody that was here tonight. Our staff, of course, Ryan Narowski, our director, Ozzie Mori, Becca Panchasine, Carla Urena, and Adelia Soriano, all working the cameras. And I'll tell you what, they got some great shots tonight, as they always do. So kudos to you guys as well. For Ariel Melendez, Fred Melendez, hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Our final, Williamstown wins it in overtime, 65-62. We'll see you next time here on the Quinn Broadcasting Network and BFA.
This has been a QBC television production in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22 and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.